Good morning, cyber traders, and welcome on this lovely Wednesday. Good to see you all. Good morning, all cyber traders, and good morning, everyone on social media. Welcome back, and we've got a couple of nice little movers going into the market. Gold broke 4,000. How great is that? I was on a podcast, and I'm on podcasts almost every day, and basically was talking a little bit about with the other presenters in there that I think gold's going to definitely hit probably 5,000. I mean, it's trading very similar to like a short squeeze on some of the stocks that we trade. And if you and listen, you just don't need to trade gold itself. I know, some people are like, well, how do I buy gold and this, that? Don't worry about it. There's these ETFs that you could trade. There's GLD, there's Nugget. There's a lot of them out there. We'll show you a little bit about them first. But by the way, we got a nice little run up in this NXL. I don't know if you guys have been watching it and been jumping in, but a big iceberg order just got filled on NXL. You can see it right there. You see a nice little pop, very inexpensive stock, nice push. Look at that, 18 million shares. That's on the watch list. NXL. I don't know if anyone here jumped into it, but good to see you. All right. Anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday. We had a couple of nice little stocks, some corrections, some other ones, but some crazy ones. But I want to start out with Poet. Poet had a really nice move. It's holding here pretty strong again. It was a good afternoon runner, ran from $6.50 to almost about $9. Great afternoon runner. It's holding here pretty strong. I'm going to put it on the B list, Poet, Poet, and we'll keep an eye on that one. It's still up 8%, 52-week highs, what we're looking for. NXT. Another one that moved pretty nicely, very inexpensive stock too. Spread's kind of ugly right now. I don't know if I would, it's testing the March, April, May resistance levels. I mean, unless we don't find anything, I'll put this on. There is a C list. We'll put on a C list. We always like to piggyback with trades from yesterday going into today. That's how a lot of these day trades become a swing trade, and they become a long-term trade. Irene. So I got out of my Irene. I chased it at 50. I got out at 60 yesterday. I was getting a little annoyed. It made a little bit of bounce. If it holds here, maybe it's on my watch list over here on the right. We'll keep a close eye on it, but that one's also doing did pretty well. HIMS out of nowhere as having a nice little pop. I like the HIMS right here. Look, it's starting to build a little bit of a Fausto flag. You guys see that right there? I would keep a close eye on HIMS, all right? HIMS. If it consolidates here right around the 60, we could have another nice run on that HIMS. As of right now, it was good for a day trade, swing trade. We'll put it on the watch list. MST, was MSTZ that we had yesterday? Yeah, that one was a really nice mover yesterday. $4 to about $4.80. Great run up all the way up from 9:30 in the morning all the way up to a whopping 10:50. We stopped commentating right around 10:30, and it was already at 4.50. So it wasn't the biggest move, but it was nice. It was slow. It was very, very consistent. Nice little move right there. And then short wise, MSTR got crushed yesterday. Tesla, I don't know what's going to happen with this thing. It's right back to its support levels. I'm going to be very careful and see what happens here. I still own it. It's looked like it's not looking good on a Fausto flag. It's got support levels right here, which is kind of holding it. We'll see how it comes out. If it does break it, I will get out of it. I'll let you guys know. But, listen, it came out that big news. I wasn't really impressed. I thought they were going to come out with a new car. I thought they were going to come out with something different. What did they come out with? A less expensive version of their Y and their 3 without all the bells and whistles, which, makes sense, whatever. So they want to make it a little bit more cost effective. I think that was probably something easy and a quick fix. You know what I mean? But we got to get a nice little car. I mean, you know what? We keep looking at the Chinese that they got this, they had their car. They can't sell it here, but they got a pretty nice car, for 10, 15,000 electric car. My God, if you could just get one of these here, this place will be on fire. Everybody will want one. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, but like if you think about it, COVID, you couldn't even get used cars. If you remember, used cars were ridiculous back then. They were up like 2,000-3,000 a month because they couldn't make the cars. It got shut down. And this is what if you remember back in the day, if any of you here were part of Cybertrain University, I said this and it's happening. I said that would happen. They raised the prices on new cars. Okay. And this is like the restaurant business. You can always go up. You can't go down, right? So what did they do? They kept raising the prices on the cars. Now, I mean, like I went to go look at a new pickup, a new GMC Denali, 90,000, 100,000. Are you kidding me? Who's going to spend 80, 90,000 for these cars? I bought my son a Colorado, a ZR2, really nice looking car, ZR1, really nice looking car. I paid 47,000. The new one is now almost 70,000. Are you kidding me? I mean, 67,000. I mean, it made his used car worth a lot. So that's the problem right now. So if Tesla really wants, if anyone wants to do it, they got to start coming out with less expensive cars. They got to lower the prices on them. And now they took away the mandate. They got to figure something out, and they will. But the cars are just getting ridiculously expensive. My God, I mean, nothing's cheap anymore. Really not. So anyway, let's go. Let's talk about what's moving this morning. So anyway, that stock right that I was telling you, it's still moving higher. The NXL, it keeps popping. NXL, there it goes. I mean, since we started this morning, it's already $1.50. The thing's already up. There's a seller that just showed up at $2 at 19,000. So that seller that was out there at 150, they got filled. That was that was basically what you're looking at. Bull. Okay. Let me tell you about Webull. I was a big fan of Webull. Okay. We saw the stock run up. I don't know. News came out on it. It's getting crushed. Thank God we got out of it. I got out of it. It was running up over here. It was doing pretty well. And then it wasn't really going anywhere. And I'm like, you know what? It's hovering. I'm interested buying it around $10. Okay. So we're about $2 away. So if we get back to these June lows, I am interested. So, but as of right now, bull is not looking too well, but I'm putting it on the watch list because we're going to watch it. Remember. All right. XBIO, another one, big run up this morning, came back down. Guys, this is a little crazy. It's a big short squeeze from what it looks like. Stay away from it. All right. Aton, that was a stock from yesterday, a big runner in Aton. It's popping again. This thing is going to be crazy, okay? It's up 150%. Not real. Remember the biggest thing we always teach you at Cybertrain University, it's 50% of the people who lose money in trading. It's the first lesson we teach you. Is a stock tradable or is it not tradable? And if the stock's not tradable, you don't want to trade it. NXL, there it is, right? Number 3, biggest one on the list, almost 100% so far. This stock is up 75%, big spread, not going anywhere. RNAZ, kind of no ugly spread. This is a W, there's a warrant. This is the actual stock itself. It's moving up. This one's moving up pretty good. It's up 26%. CRML, nice little push, just made a nice move right now. CPC, this one went up and just came crashing down. Scratch. BIAF, we traded the stock before. You remember the stock in March? It went from 5 all the way to 45. We traded not too long ago, the end of September, had a nice little pop. We'll put this on the list. BIAF. Now, remember, if you're a student of Cybertrain University, we always tell you, look at your journal, see how you trade it. Chances are you probably did. If you didn't, scratch it. There's a CRML that we talked about. It's number 10 on the big watch list. We're still at 28%. NERV, big pop came back down. Not interested in that. NBTX, ugly spread, but what a beautiful swing trade on that one. These are all not really what we're looking for. Losers. By the way, keep an eye. NXTL trying to creep up again. Looks like it's making a little bit of a shake. All right. Losers. Anything on the losers? ZNB. That one had a big pop. Gelato, we know. Josh was making fun of me yesterday. He knew I was going to call it gelato. Big pop up yesterday and came crashing down. So we learned from that one. That's a short squeeze. These are all short squeezes. These are the ones that we all trade. SPRB, big short squeeze. What a big run up. That was great a couple of days. As some of you don't remember, this stock just ran from like 7, ran to 170, went to yesterday in the pre-markets to 240, but here comes the crash on it. All right. I don't know. Apparently they came out with some drug that they're the only ones that make it is life-saving. So let's see how it holds up. Here in the New York Stock Exchange, this stock ASTX is going up, just going bonkers. Okay. Now this is the actual warrant. The stock is ASTS. So ASTS has been a great runner up from 50 up to 85, making new highs. Space Mobile. Some of you remember this stock. We've traded it. I did really well on it. And back here, when I traded right here, went from 24, ran to 50. My God, this thing is just kicking ass. So I guess they're competing in the space of the solar for mobile in space. I guess, my God, they're doing really good. Great run up. GLDG, gold mining, all gold stocks are doing great. All gold stocks are doing fabulous. This is a nice little cheap one right here. GLDG. I mean, we could look at Nugget. That one's making new highs. GLD making new highs. Big fan of gold. Gold is definitely trolling. It's going up little by little. And also, we've been a big fan of all the military stocks. So you have RTX still moving up pretty well. RTXG, the ETF. ITA, Italy, I like to call Altalia. That sounds like it, but it's really not. It's another one. It's an ETF of a bunch of military stocks. Those are all doing pretty well too. All right. So you can keep an eye on the military stocks too. RTX, always been a fan of that. You know what? The only problem with it, it's just moving really slow. But you know what? Out of everything that's going up, it's moving up slow, very slow, very slow and steady. This is Jobby. So it looks like those were big moves. They did really well. Jobby's coming back down. I would probably keep an eye on it. Big run on Jobby. These are all the drone stocks. This is the drone taxi, electric taxi right here. So this one just, I guess news came out after hours, got crushed. But what a big run up. Archer, same thing. Anything with an X at the end of it is all in ETF. This is Archer. There's Jobby again. That's the dividend. They also came out with one. So there's Archer right there. That was a big run up in the last couple of days. What a great run. Went all the way to the highs right here. And this is why you got to be a good day trade. Jobby issued shares yesterday afternoon. Is that what they did? You know what? It's bad, Albert, it's bad news in the start, but it's good news long term. Okay. We saw that happen with BJ's. All right, let's get ready for the market open up. Anything we're missing, traders, that I did not call out as usual? Anything out there? All right, don't forget, tomorrow we got open house. We are going to be doing a 7 o'clock at night. For some of you that work during the day, we're going to mix things up a little bit. So if you want to know a little bit more about day trading and swing trading and the philosophy behind how market makers trade, we'll see you then. We'll post that link. Next week, remember, me and Josh will be in Orlando for the Money Show. Please make sure you are registered for it. And the week after, we have the on-site here in New York. If you can't come to New York, you can always do the webcast. And with the webcast, we just did the lineup yesterday. I think we did send it out last night. So if you did not get it, let us know. But we have the whole agenda of who's speaking from TradeStation, from Kathy, from BK4 Traders to Cyber Trading to Bookmaps, all going to be there. All right, guys, good luck. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on social media, if you want to join our trading floor and not always just be here early in the mornings and the afternoons, just take that QR code, take your phone, scan it, or just go to ctu.co/free. Good luck, everyone. We'll be right back in 15 minutes.